Morning. Thank you so much for being here, and I give a special thanks to these folks behind me who represent the cross-section of our community and who is here in support of the SPLOST passing on November the 3rd. My name is James Kennedy. I'm proud to serve as chairman of the Augusta Future campaign. I'm joined today by businessmen, business owners, religious leaders, elected officials, and local activists from throughout Richmond County who is committed to moving our community forward. Today, we stand united together where we will secure Augusta's future by funding key infrastructure needs, public safety initiatives, and quality of life projects. We can help Augusta reach its full potential. Let me be clear. SPLOST 7 is not a new tax. It is an existing tax that is going to be renewed. Keep in mind that roughly 50% of this tax that for Richmond County is paid for by people that do not necessarily live in Richmond County. SPLOST 7 is a step forward, and with the help of the citizens throughout Richmond County, we can ensure a better and brighter future for all. We ask you to help us say yes to SPLOST 7. I would like to ask the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Sue Parr, to come forward and for a few remarks.
Thank you, James. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the members of the Augusta Metro Chamber of Commerce, we represent the business community. I'm pleased to share with you this morning that the Augusta Metro Chamber's Board of Directors unanimously decided to take a position of support on SPLOST 7, and I will share with you briefly just a couple reasons why they felt that this was an important referendum and initiative. First of all, sales tax, a consumption tax, is an economical way to move our city forward. It reduces the reliance on property taxes and other taxes and takes advantage of, as James mentioned, an important ingredient within the composition of sales tax in Augusta-Richmond County. The Metro Chamber of Commerce recently commissioned a study from the Vincent Institute at UGA that distinguished and determined that 45 to 54% of the sales tax paid in Richmond County comes from non-resident visitor spending, which is an important component. When you look at the $215 million package, it essentially means for residents of Augusta-Richmond County that they can leverage their sales tax dollar with that of others and receive almost a 50% benefit if you average those statistics. We also believe that the package itself moves Augusta forward. It is heavy on the infrastructure that we need. When we look at things in terms of economic development and the growth of Fort Gordon, this will help pave the way for those things that we need desperately to keep our community moving forward. So we urge you to secure Augusta's future and vote. Thank you.
Now I would like to ask Reverend Carlton Howard, the pastor of New Noah Ark Baptist Church, to come forward and voice his position on this block. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Carlton Howard. I'm a lifelong resident of Augusta. And I can tell you personally now, my family was raised here in Augusta, and we have a great community here in Augusta. We have endless opportunities and untapped resources that are available to us. But this fall, we have a unique opportunity to get away from business as usual or the status quo. And we can do this by supporting the effort of SPLOST 7. And what we see is that it will dramatically improve our streets. It will make our communities safer. And even though it's not an ideal package, but for the greater good, I support SPLOST 7 because I think the people of our community deserve the very best. SPLOST 7 funds are designed and designated, as we read the package, to upgrade our outdated and inadequate infrastructure, our streets and our communities, especially in our communities. And as most of us have seen recently, violent weather can create dangerous streets and situations for our citizens. Therefore, we ought to address the package, to prioritize proper drainage and vote yes for better drainage and safer neighborhoods. It also provides resources for our first responders and law enforcement and our public safety officers. And we know whenever there's an emergency, time is very important. So a vote for SPLOST 7 will build more fire stations as you read the package. It also will allow our Sheriff's Department to have more resources. Then lastly, we need to make Augusta a place that my grandchildren and your children are proud to call home and to stay home. So I suggest that we vote yes for SPLOST 7 because it will create some trails and parks for our families and friends to enjoy. And we've enjoyed some great days in Augusta. We look back over the history of Augusta. But I believe with the proper leadership and those persons in the right places, Augusta's best days are ahead of them. If we just unite together, support this SPLOST package, and move Augusta forward. We support it wholeheartedly, and I now call to the microphone Mr. Brad Usher.
Thank y'all, and thank y'all for coming. I'm excited to be with all these great leaders. I'm not sure why they invited me to be here, but I'm excited to be a part of it. But SPLOST to me is just another catalyst for continued growth in Augusta. As a business person, I know inadequate infrastructure will burden us, and better infrastructure will support our growth. As a husband and a father, and just recently a granddaddy, I value safe streets and neighborhoods. So we have to give the sheriff the tools he needs to serve and protect us. I know the value of tourism, economic development, and quality of life in our city. The James Brown Arena is obsolete. If we're going to continue to be an entertainment business in this community, we need to build a new arena. And not only do we need to build a new arena to stay in the entertainment business, but we need it to have a point of pride. And the most important thing I want to say today, and I know Mr. Kendrick said it earlier, is this is not a new tax. This tax has been with us 20 plus years, and it has served this community very well. So I want to encourage my friends and neighbors to support SPLOST, and I hope you will as well. Thank you, and I'd like to bring my friend Ed Presnell up to close.
Thank you, Brad, James, Carlton, Sue. Thank you for all of our business leaders that are here, and thanks to the media for being here. We really appreciate your attendance to this important day. I want to open my remarks by telling you one thing that's pretty fundamental in my life. I love Augusta. I love it like the air I breathe. Number two, as far as I'm concerned, Augusta, Georgia is the geographical center of the universe. And I will not go a day without believing that. But we're here to talk about a continued SPLOST fund. As Brad mentioned, this SPLOST fund's been in place for well over 20 years. Many things have happened in this community that are worthy of continuation. I'd like to commend the commission and the people, the administrator's office, and everybody involved in putting this SPLOST package together for a job well done and a job done with teamwork. Now, as I said, it's a continuation of an existing opportunity. It's an investment in our future, not today, down the road. We don't have to bear that responsibility alone. It's already been mentioned that nearly 50% or 54% of the funds that are generated for SPLOST come from people who don't even live here. They visit, they come from outside, from wherever. That's a win-win for us. That means we get 2 cents for one. For every penny we get a penny. So why not? It's common sense to continue. Early voting begins Monday, and I believe Monday's 12th, if I'm not mistaken, but it's Monday. It's Columbus Day. It begins on Columbus Day, we'll say that. In the municipal building, and also I believe out on Warren Road, is that correct? I believe is the location, James? Just the municipal building? All right, I'm sorry, it's just the municipal building, so let's keep that in mind. We don't want to redirect traffic. It's at the municipal building. Whenever you decide to vote, whether it's before the election day or by absentee vote, and we'll make a lot of that opportunity available for the citizenry, or on election day, November the 3rd, we encourage you to vote yes. That's capital Y-E-S, yes, for improved infrastructure, safer neighborhoods, and a better quality of life. As I close, I'll say it one more time. I love Augusta, and I ask you to vote yes to secure Augusta's future. Thank you so very much, and thank you everybody for being here.